Hiria Jamwal and Mr. Crore Singh for joining me on the broadcast and moving on. Now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate and lay the foundation stone for major developmental projects worth 15,200 crore under the General Pool Residential Accommodation or GPRA scheme in Delhi. The Prime Minister visited the newly upgraded GPRA Type 5 quarters in Sarojini Nagar. These projects spanning Sarojini Nagar, Netaji Nagar, Kasturba Nagar and Srinivaspuri will deliver over 9,350 modern flats and around 48 lakh square feet of office space, part of a broader 33,500 crore infrastructure push that also includes New Delhi metro corridors. The initiative aims to modernize outdated government colonies with world-class residential and administrative facilities. Rs15 is joining me. Arzu, what more can you tell us? Arzu, am I audible? All right, viewers, we're getting live visuals of the inauguration, which are on your screen. The inauguration, of course, has happened as we speak. And we're, of course, talking about PM Modi, who has inaugurated and laid the foundation stone for major redevelopment projects worth a whopping 15,200 crore. So these are live visuals that we're getting you, fresh visuals of the inauguration that has happened. And this, viewers, of course, is under the General Pool Residential Accommodation or GPRA scheme in Delhi. I have Arzu Seth joining me with more details. Arzu, what more can you tell us?
Well, yes, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is at the venue where the inauguration will take place, and the Prime Minister will lay the foundation stone of the development project worth around 33,500 crores, including two new development, Delhi metro corridors, giving a major boost to the national capital's infrastructure. Also, the Prime Minister will also address a gathering on this occasion. Prior to the program, also, Prime Minister will visit the General Pool Residential Accommodation Type 5 quarters in Sarojini Nagar and hand over keys to female allottees, according to the statement what we are getting to know. And in fact, this will give a major boost to the Magenta line. In fact, it will going to improve the connectivity of the national capital and connectivity in the north and east Delhi especially. Yes.
Arzu, now this is, of course, the newly upgraded GPRA Type 5 quarters in areas like Sarojini Nagar and Netaji Nagar and all of these areas. What exactly, for the benefit of viewers, tell us what exactly is the GPRA Type 5 upgradation happening here?
Well, yes, these are the Type 5 quarters which are there in the Sarojini Nagar and the other places. And today, as we celebrate the International Women's Day, Prime Minister has given we can say a gift to the women, and the General Pool Residential Accommodation GPRA Type 5 quarters in Sarojini Nagar. The keys of those flats have been allotted to the females, and this will give this is seen as a gift to the females today on the International Women's Day. Yes.
All right, Arzu, thanks for joining me. And with that, viewers, it's time for a short commercial. All right, we're going to stay on this, viewers, and this is, of course, big news that's coming in. Of course, we're talking about Prime Minister Narendra Modi. These are, of course, fresh visuals that are coming in. We're getting you live visuals from New Delhi. And he is inaugurating and laying the foundation stone for major redevelopment projects worth 15,200 crore under the General Pool Residential Accommodation or GPRA scheme in Delhi. Now, the Prime Minister visited the newly upgraded GPRA Type 5 quarters in areas like Sarojini Nagar, And these projects spanning Sarojini Nagar, Netaji Nagar, Kasturba Nagar and Srinivas Puri will deliver over 9,350 modern flats. Yash Ahuja is joining me with more details. Over to you, Yash.
Yes, Shivani, visuals on our air of the Prime Minister inaugurating the GPRA flat. Even with the GPRA, on your screens you can see Delhi Metro Phase 5A corridor has also been inaugurated by the Prime Minister himself. This metro corridor will complete the Delhi's first outer ring road, the pink line as we call it. This phase 5 will complete that. Now talking about the GPRA redevelopment plan in Delhi, it is a major housing and infrastructure push in the national capital. The government of India is, redeveloping 7 aging government housing colonies in Delhi through an innovative self-financing model that requires no funding from the public exchequer. Another example of this is the Bharat Taxi program that the government has inaugurated. So these different types of programs that the government is inaugurating, which are self-financing, gives an idea as to how we as a nation are moving towards development, as a nation are moving towards self-reliance. This, as you rightly pointed out, the project covers Sarojini Nagar, Netaji Nagar, Nauroji Nagar, Kasturba Nagar, Thyagaraja Nagar, Srinivas Puri and Mohammadpur, spread across about 537 acres. Many of the existing quarters, in these colonies had become old and structurally unsafe, with nearly, according to government data, 40% declared uninhabitable. The redevelopment project, remember, aims to address a shortage of more than 20,000 houses for central government employees by replacing the old low-rise building with modern high-rise residential complexes. Now, the Prime Minister previously also inaugurated the new flats and residences for the members of Parliament, which were also replacing the old low-rise buildings with modern high-rise residential complexes. Once completed, this project is set to provide more than 21,000 new residential units along with upgraded infrastructure and public facilities. According to government officials, this redevelopment is being carried out under a self-financing model. Now let's talk more about that self-financing model. It does not require funds from the public exchequer. Around 69.41 acres, about 12% of the total project area, will be monetized for commercial and residential use to finance the redevelopment. Live visuals on our screens of the Prime Minister, the Chief Minister, Rekha Gupta, flagging off the Delhi Metro Phase 5 that will complete the Ring Road Pink Line. On our screens, Pink Line and Magenta Line 8. There we go. They have been flagged off. Now the Ring Road, the Pink Line, is officially complete. Back to you.
All right, Yash, stay on with me. Now, Yash, we're hearing that these projects are worth 15,200 crores. Now, what are the other key components of these redevelopment projects other than the ones that we've discussed? Yash, am I audible to you?
Yes, Vishali.
Yash, we're talking about the fact that these projects are worth 15,200 crores, which are being inaugurated and launched today. Now, my question to you is, tell our viewers about the other key components of these redevelopment projects other than the basic ones that we've discussed.
So yes, we have discussed the GPRA accommodation redevelopment plan in Delhi. Apart from that, on your screens, PM Modi is also inaugurating the Delhi Metro Pink Line and Magenta Line Phase 5, which completes the pink line from a circle. Now on our screens, this is also what the Delhi government has been pushing for the last several months. This is the Ayushman Bharat scheme card. As we see on our screens, that is a 5.5 lakh free medical care for senior citizens of the national capital. This is another big flagship scheme that the Delhi government has been pushing, and you can see the Prime Minister giving out certificates for health and medical care. This was previously 5 lakh rupees, and this is now increased by an amount of 50,000 rupees to 5.5 lakhs. This Ayushman card provides free medical care to senior citizens and eligible people for over 5.5 lakh rupees. This can be reimbursed at any government hospital by just showing your Aadhaar card and that same Ayushman Bharat scheme card. Back to you.
Yash, now I also want to know from you, now what is the expected timeline for the completion of these redevelopment projects? Do we have any information on that?
The timeline of the completion of these projects is yet to be ascertained, but another one of the flagship schemes on our screen, PM Swanidhi Yojana, the Prime Minister is providing these virtual cards to women of the national capital. This provides the women with. This is also amongst the Lakhpati Didi Yojana that the government of India, that BJP government specifically, has been pushing a lot on. As on your screens, Prime Minister giving Swanidhi card to people, to women in the national capital. Back to you.
All right, Yash, thanks for joining me. I also have Arzu joining me. Arzu, I want to ask you, these upgraded Type 5 quarters in Sarojini Nagar, now what new facilities or modern features have been added?
Well, yes, if we talk about on the International Women's Day today, Delhi's, in fact, females have got a gift from the central government, and General Pool Residential Accommodation, GPRA quarter, Type 5 quarter in Sarojini Nagar, have the keys of those have been given to female allottees, and this will give facilities to the females, to live in those general pool residential accommodation. And in fact, not only this, but also there will be a foundation stone of a development project worth around 33,500 crores, including 2 new Delhi metro corridors, giving a major boost to the national capital's infrastructure. Yes.
No, Arzu, my question was different. What I'm asking you is that in these Type 5 quarters in Sarojini Nagar, what are the new facilities or modern features that will be seen in these flats?
Well, if we talk about these flats,